Good evening everyone. As I discussed in my last video that I will be telling you the way in which you can become a good storyteller. Let me start with an example which took place in my own life in the year 2004. Those days I used to work with a BPO named Converges India Limited. My shift timings were 12:30 to 9:30. So I took my cab and then I reached my office nearly 12 o'clock, half an hour earlier before my shift started. The moment my cab stopped in front of the glass door of the company, there was another cab that stopped just behind my cab nearly 15 to 20 feet away, and that too with a screeching sound. It's a human tendency that whenever something sensational happens, according to our five senses, the humans tend to look at that thing. So I looked back, I came out of my cab. As I saw, there was another sumo cab and a lady came out of that cab. After that, we had just a meeting of our glance through our eyes, and then I started walking inside the glass door. Then nearly 10 to 15 meters away from the glass door, there was an access point wherein I punched in my card, and after that I moved in. I went straight till 20 meters, then took a right turn. After 4 meters, I took a left turn and straight into the cafeteria. Then, as I crossed the cafeteria and went to the washroom, first there was a ladies' washroom, so I didn't go inside that washroom. I'm a gentleman, right? Then I took 2 steps downwards and there was a gentleman's washroom. So I was about to enter the ladies' toilets or the ladies' washrooms. Door got opened and the lady who was behind me and who came out of the cab which was behind my cab, she again looked at me, passed a smile, went away, and that became a question onto my mind for the next couple of months. I could never understand what exactly that was. How come that lady who was behind me 15 to 20 feet can come from the same washroom, means same place, again before I could reach? Then I recollected the whole incident while urinating and while washing my face. What exactly was that? I considered each and every finer detail. Did I stop anywhere? No, I didn't stop anywhere. Had I moved to shake my hand with someone and she crossed me? No, it didn't happen that way. Is there any other way one can go inside the washroom before I could go? So I checked, there was another access point. There was almost 3 times the distance which I covered in the first go. So that remained a mystery or a riddle. I didn't understand what was that. What happened after that? After a couple of months, we were shifted to some other building just for temporary calling purposes. Now, there, the shift timings were from 10:30 to 7:30. So my cab was rostered for 8 o'clock. So as we 3 guys, 1 lady, another gentleman from my team and I, we were sitting there. So we were sitting on the slopey path wherein cabs come out of the parking. We were discussing something or the other, we were making fun of each other. So the third guy was talking to his wife, as he was newly married and he had a son too. So he was discussing something with his wife, or he was chit-chatting with his wife. In the middle there was a lady, and on the right hand side I was sitting. Now the cab was coming from the slope slowly, nearly at a speed of 15 to 20 km per hour. And then I saw that the cab is jam-packed, including the driver. There were 9 passengers. In the middle row, there was a lady sitting on the right-hand side that was facing towards our side, and she looked at us. She started laughing. I don't know what exactly made her laughing. But this lady who was sitting next to me, she shared something like, "Look, Vishnu, that lady is looking at you." I simply told that lady, "Yeah, I am the smartest one. That's why she's looking at me." And the cab moved slowly and gradually out of the gate. Then what happened next? We were again we again started discussing something or the other, and within a difference of 5 minutes, the same cab came, the same driver, same number of people, the same crowded cab came again. And this time that lady who was sitting in the middle, she said, "Vishnu, look at that, the same lady." And I was like this. Yes, it was the same lady, but how come? I couldn't understand that. But in a flash, all the mysteries got solved, all the riddles got their answers in front of my mind eyes. The first incident which took place in Convergys India Limited, Atria building, and the second incident was nearly a DT Mall. There is another building there that incident took place. Now what exactly happened? In the first incident, I went ahead in time psychologically. So the lady whom I saw coming out of the cab was not the same lady. In fact, I projected her. It was an illusion. And in the second one, the second time, the cab was an illusion. Means I went into the past, nearly 5 minutes back. Because there was no way possible that the same cab could enter into the parking and come again after 5 minutes, because there were nearly 70 to 80 cabs parked, and that cab could have never come out of the parking because there was one exit. So that's how I simply started understanding the concepts of illusions and the reality. The first incident in both the cases were reality, and the second incidents in both the cases were illusions. So that's how you go about telling a story. Whether it's a real story or it's a fake story, it depends upon you. I am nobody to force you to judge me on these grounds. Not an illusionistic though, but I can tell stories, I can make up stories, I can cook up stories. So through this video, I would like to convey this message that you can also become a good storyteller, an impressive storyteller. That's how you go about this. So for more of such stories, please stay tuned and keep watching. And also, if you would like, you can subscribe too for the notifications in the future. Till then, bye.